Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Babatunde. Welcome to my channel Africa Everyday. For this episode, I'm going to be showing you how my favorite food is prepared. My favorite food as far as Nigerian food is concerned, how it is prepared. And my favorite food is melon seed soup and fufu. Some of you, if you have been watching my video, you are familiar with fufu now. Some of you have even said that you've actually eaten it before. So I'll be showing you how it is actually prepared and some areas in Nigeria where this is enjoyed. These are the ingredients that we're going to use to prepare the soup. My favorite soup is melon seed soup. That's my favorite soup, and I love eating it with it's either fufu or with semolina. Today I'm going to show you how my favorite food is prepared, and in preparation of that, the main ingredient here is the melon seed. Close up look, you can see the melon seed. So this was taken from melon, then it has shell, so the shell has to be removed. We usually use bare hands to remove the shell. Actually, I bought this one on shell, so it's very, very good. For those of you who have never seen it before, this is what we call melon seed. I don't know the areas of the world where this is actually common, but we have a lot of this here in Nigeria. So to prepare that now, you have to grind up the melon seed that's been grounded up here. So here we have shrimp. I'm going to be adding shrimp. We have shrimp. We have this is salt. So this is seasoning cube. And here we have locust bean. Here we have scotch bonnet and onions. And here we have chicken, courtesy of Mr. Mike Atomic Shrimp. This video is proudly and fully sponsored by Atomic Shrimp, a very wonderful man. I want to use this opportunity to thank him. Let's go as I show you how this is actually prepared. Here we have the red oil, part of the ingredient, and here we have bitter leaf. For this to be bitter leaf, that doesn't mean that the soup will be bitter. In fact, it's actually the opposite. Once this is crushed and the juice is actually crushed out, you discover that it's going to add a very delicious flavor to the soup. So we eat this a lot. And for this is what we call momo in Yoruba language. So this is cow skin. Yorubas used to eat this a lot, but I don't actually like eating it. This is a cow skin. I don't actually eat it, but my wife loves it, so I'm going to be cooking it with this. I don't eat this, but my wife loves it. This is cow skin. It is eaten in western part of Nigeria a lot. Preparing the chicken. So after washing it, the next thing is to slice a ball of onions into it. I like onions in my food, so a ball of onion will be sliced into it. So now preparing the cooker now. Actually my burner is rusty, so we'll have to get another one. Very rusty. Also the tank, I'll try to get another one. So before then I'll keep managing it. So boiling the clean chicken now, because the stock is going to be used in the cooking of the soup, and it is very, very vital. It's a vital ingredient of the melon seed soup. So the scotch bonnet is going to be grounded now using the grater. This is a manual grater, and it's very common here in Nigeria because it's more reliable. It doesn't need any power to be used, and can be used anytime, whether you have power supply or not. So this is everything has been grounded up now. So we have the scotch bonnet and also the onions being grounded up together. The chicken is boiled now, completely boiled. Before you pour the red oil, you have to let all the water droplet vaporize from the pot. That's why it's left alone for some seconds, so that all the drops of water vaporize. So you let the red oil heat up. Before you pour the ground up. Before you pour the ground scotch bonnet and the onion. To use the locust bean, you have to rinse the locust bean, because some of them used to contain sand particles sometimes. So it's very, very good to rinse it before using the locust bean, so that it will be very clean. So the locust bean has been added to the mixture now. The stock will now be added to it, so that the liquid volume can increase in the soup. Okay, here goes the stock. And everything thoroughly mixed. The next stage now is now the preparation of the melon seed, the grounded melon seed, and that is the main ingredient of this soup. The remaining stock will now be added to the soup. There it goes. So little quantities of water will be added to the grounded melon seed in order to form a paste. Forming the paste is very important in the making of this soup. The importance is to make the seed. Alright, so the melon seed paste is going to be distributed into the soup now. You can see that. The reason why this is being done is to make sure that lumps of melon seed is actually formed in the soup. You can see that. Many people use different methods to prepare this. They just mix the paste with water and pour everything into the soup. But because of the way I love my melon seed soup, so I prefer the coagulation. That is why I'm using this method to cook it. So the water was actually added to the bowl that the paste was set. From it. So the water was added in order to make the soup to have more liquid. Everything will now be mixed together. The bitter leaf will be prepared now. Removing the leaf from the stock. Then after that, small quantity of water will be added. Then everything will now be squeezed tightly. Sometimes some people will also add a pinch of salt to it. It has to be cleaned. It has to be cleaned first because of sand particles and other contaminants that might be on the leaf. The squeezed out juice from the bitter leaf is also used for curing malaria. I could remember this when I was a kid. My mom used to prepare this whenever we were feeling sick. Bitter leaf is an important leaf in Nigeria here. Almost every compound has a bitter leaf in Nigeria, especially in rural area in Nigeria. You have to squeeze it very well. If not, the bitterness, the bitter taste, the bitterness will be much in the leaf. So the better you squeeze it, the more bitter will come out of the leaves. So you have to be very careful in doing that. It's very, very important. If not, it just makes the whole soup to be slightly bitter. You can see that? As if It's swimming as if soap is added to it. Small quantity of water has been added to it. To sieve out the water now. Okay, it has to be tasted in order to determine the bitterness. If it is still very, very bitter, or if the bitterness has actually reduced, it's good to taste it. But for this now, the bitterness has drastically reduced, so that means it's almost ready to join other ingredients in the soup. It has to be squeezed further. The bitter leaf is ready now. Alright, so next is for the shrimp to go into it. I later added small quantity of water because I discovered that it's like the chicken has actually absorbed the liquid a lot, so I had to add more water to it so that it can have more liquid. I can start to smell the good aroma now. So now I'm putting the squeezed water leaf. So it will now be left to simmer for like 3 minutes. Then after that, it is perfectly done, ready for my tongue to wag and taste, and my stomach to enjoy it. Okay, the next is now to dish it out and let my tongue enjoy it. Thanks again to Mr. Mike, Atomic Shrine, for sponsoring this video, and also all my patrons. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'm forever on your date. Thank you all for sponsoring my channel, Africa Everyday. Thank you all. Thank you very much. To describe the taste, first of all, it's not spicy at all. It won't burn your tongue because it's not spicy at all. So the soup is not smooth. That is, it feels taste grainy, and the lumps too. The lumps are also quite chew. You can actually chew the lumps if you actually like that, and it feels tastes very, very soft. Tastes very, very soft. So it's quite good for you. I actually love it. But if you're the type that you don't like any kind of lumps, any kind of solid thing in your soup, you might actually like this. It's something that you can actually try and see if you'll actually love it or not. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. To support me on my channel, please you can now become my patron, or you can actually contribute to my GoFundMe. The link in the description of the video below. And for all my patrons and Mr. Mike, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. You've been wonderful in my life and the lives of my family, and also the lives of my community members. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You've been of tremendous help in my life. Thank you very much. See you next time.